Yeah, that was Blink-182's first single from the new album, One More Time, the original lineup back together.
I love that song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard it before this?
No. That's a great song.
It was a surprise when, because, okay, like, what do you call it? Like, I'm not as big a fan of Blink-182 as I am of Beastie Boys, but they were a big part of my, you know, like, late teens, early 20s, you know, being into pop punk, like, obviously, Enema of the State, Take Off Your Pants and Jacket, and their self-titled album. Those were, like, great albums. And then, you know, they had all the issues, fucking, one went off to hunt for aliens, you know? They got a guy from Alkaline Trio to cover for him. But now, like, they're back together, especially after the bassist, Mark, was diagnosed with cancer. Got through the chemo, and then, you know, they all kind of got back together. And I knew that they were coming out with an album. I was not expecting this to be their first single. And, like, so many people admitted it, like, me too. It's even in the comments, like, first time I heard it, I was not expecting the sets to change. To all these iconic fucking music videos. And the lyrics, obviously talking about, like, the plane crash that the drummer went into and the cancer and all that stuff. Like, I just started crying, and then I showed it to Eva, and she started crying, and I'm looking it up like,
it's very emotional. I mean, I think, like, you know, Blink-182 is one of those bands that, if you're a certain age, you know them.
Yeah, you just know them.
You know, I mean, like, I wasn't as into them as you, but
you know, like, 3 of those videos that they referenced at least.
Yeah, and I know what, like, you know, what the bassist went through and everything. And it's also those things that when you see the comparisons, the comparison footage, like the old footage of where people are now, what people have gone through, you can't help but you know, relate and to put yourself there, you know, and imagine your own your own idea of that, you know, and just the idea of the song is like, you know, let's one more time, let's do this one more time, you know, like we experience that all the fucking time, because we never know, is it when are we gonna get the chance to do this again?
And it's also a sense, it's like that, like, one more time, and also a sense of that reconciliation, because, like, especially, like, you know, if you've been in a band, and let's say the band splits up for whatever reason, even if it was amicably, like, the idea of it getting back together is usually kind of tough. You know, like, I think back at the bands that I was in, like right now at least, I can't imagine a scenario where we can get back together again. And with Blink, it also felt like that, just looking from the outside, like, this guy's gone off to fucking find UFOs, man. He's never coming back. He is gone. You know? Like, we'll never have the old Blink again. And then this happens and you hear the song, it's like, oh my god, shit. It just pulls at the heartstrings in a very specific way. So yeah. It's a real sweet, like, I didn't mean to end the show on a downer. It was
great.
It was a really tough choice between this.
No, but it's not a downer.
Song.
It's not a downer. You know, I mean, it gets gets you thinking about shit, but it's not a downer. You know, you're happy to see them again.
Yeah.
You're happy to see them. You're happy. It's a great song. You know, but you can't help but it can't help but, you know, you can't help but think about what they're saying. You know, but I don't think it's a downer at all.
And you're right. It is kind of a universal thing. Like, there's something about that feeling and experience that everyone can relate to.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
You know. No. I mean, especially, you know, being our age, being from our generation, and all of that. We're roughly that age. Where we can understand what it feels like, because we remember what we looked like and how and where we were and what we were doing back when they were showing those music videos, and back, you know, like you know, like, we remember what our lives were like in during that period, and whether we intend to or not, we have our own slideshow. You know, in our minds.
And I also was like, I was expecting with the track called One More Time, I really was expecting them would be like, fuck yeah, we're back, fuck you all, we're still silly. And it's like, oh shit, they went the other direction with it. Fuck.
No, but I think that's good. You know, I think sometimes you just kind of need to go in a different direction and be like, hey, we're still those same guys. But shit's happened. You know, I mean, like,
if you read about it.
And to not address that in any way wouldn't make sense.
Exactly. So yeah.
Great, man.
I think that's all for us for this month.
Yes.
And before we close up, I just want to... I didn't mention this to you either, but I thought it'd be a good place to mention it now, because I haven't posted anything about it. If you go to our YouTube channel, obviously there are the playlists, right? And there's the mixtape for every episode, but there's also a new playlist. Now that's what I call Violet Sessions. So every track that we reference will be put into that one playlist as a mega mix.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so as time goes on, it's just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So there's 30 songs in there now. It's going to be...
Holy shit.
You know, like 120 by the next July.
That's awesome. I did not know that.
Yeah. A little new piece of info for all of y'all who just want to put something on at random and listen to music. There you go.
But yes, we've reached the end of this month's episode, so thank you very much for listening and for watching. If you'd like to drop us an email, you can email us at
theviolet.sessions@gmail.com. It's popping up at the bottom, together with our Instagram. And do we put our personal Instagrams here? I think we do.
We do.
Somewhere there. Yeah.
Yeah. So on Instagram, we're at is it Violet Sessions?
The Violet Sessions.
At the Violet Sessions.
Yeah.
I'm at GavYap77.
Kaimano. So yeah, just hit up our DMs, hit up the comment section, email us, whatever.
If you have any suggestions, any comments.
Yeah, suggestions.
Yeah.
We haven't had many suggestions.
Yeah. So hit us up.
Is that the
See you guys. Bye.